Because there is a wedding that's going on this weekend, we would bring to you today a very special edition of Lizz's Ugly Bakery. I'm Rob, that's Liz, and here's the thing. With Lizz's Ugly Bakery, what she make doesn't look pretty, but it tastes great.
Generally.
But I would have to say that today, that's completely different. I'm gonna assume it already tastes great. But it looks amazing because she made her first ever wedding cake.
I did. It's a little wonky, so it's a little like lopsided. TJ called it the Leaning Tower of wedding cake.
I did not, seriously. I looked at it. I didn't see it lean.
We chose the prettiest side to be the front.
Oh, that's like a Christmas tree.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I had a lot of help. My sister-in-law came over and did the flowers because they did want flowers.
Okay.
Gabrielle loves, who is the bride in this situation, loves flowers. And so that's what she chose. And so that's why Laura came over and did our flowers for us. So yeah, but it's 3 tiers, 3 layers. It has a cinnamon, honey, buttercream icing.
Yum. That sounds delicious.
I know. And sweet potato is the flavor that they asked for. And then we have fondant.
I don't even know what that is because you said it was heavy.
It is. It's a dense cake. It is. It's sweet potato cake, and I think that's what made it dense.
But what's a fondant?
Fondant is like... To me, it's almost like a layer of sugar that's on the outside of it.
That's a lot of sugar if it's heavy.
So if you ice a cake, you can't get it to me as smooth as you can if you put fondant on it. So you have to... I ordered fondant. This is so weird to even explain.
You're still not even telling me what fondant is.
Because I don't know.
You're telling me. I ordered it.
It's like a rolled icing, I guess is how you would explain it, because it makes it sound like it's plastic, and it's not plastic. It is edible. But when you roll it out and you lay it over the top of the icing, you can smooth it. You actually use a smoother like a brick mason would use to smooth the sides of it. Right? This is so weird to me, but it works. Okay,
so now we get to try.
Yes.
But why sweet potato, by the way, Gab?
It's really good. Honestly, it sounds super bad, but it's very, very good. I first tried it at the Brick Street Cafe, and it's my new favorite cake.
So now a wedding cake.
It is a good cake, but honestly, I'm going to say the icing is even better.
All right, so.
Okay, take some bites. Here it comes.
Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if TJ is going to like it this time.
At this point, I'm not here to please him. I'm here to please Ian, our other video producer, and his fiancée, Gabrielle, because they're getting married this week.
It tastes amazing.
Does it really?
Okay,
yes.
so look, she jumped right in with a...
I know.
Yeah,
delicious.
There it is. Okay.
Ian?
Yeah, I think that's a general consensus. That's really, really good. You definitely pulled out. You said it was your first time trying sweet potato cake?
Listen, did you notice something here?
What?
He agreed way quick with Gabrielle. He's got the wedding thing down. You're going to do good in the marriage.
He's going to be a good husband.
Right.
Going to be good in the marriage.
What I noticed was she said, Ian. I mean, she gave him his cue.
And he went right in.
Snap my
right?
fingers.
Thank you.
Okay, now.
TJ.
TJ.
Okay. So the icing was, I would have to say the icing was really good. And the cake wasn't bad looking.
It wasn't bad looking?
Yeah.
It wasn't bad looking?
Yeah, it was a decent looking cake.
See, now notice Lee left something out. The taste of the cake.
And?
Yeah, I mean, it was all right.
It's all right.
What every woman loves to hear or
hang
baker.
on.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Rob. Is it? What?
Oh my word!
Is it good?
This is phenomenal.
See, those are the words.
This is the best. This is hands down best wedding cake I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Hands down.
100%.
Hands down. Yeah. Lizz's Ugly Bakery. Congratulations to Gabrielle and Ian getting married this weekend.
Thank you.
If you would like the recipe, you can fondant yourself away. Lizz's Ugly Bakery. It's on the website, hisradio.com. Just look for the Rob and Lizz blog.
His Morning Crew.
Celebrating here at His Radio that one of our producers of His Morning Crew, Ian, is getting married this weekend.
Congratulations to them. And I thought, since they're getting married, I'm going to try something I've never tried to do before in Lizz's Ugly Bakery, and that was make a wedding cake.
And now she never has to say that anymore. She's made a wedding cake. And I think, if you would ask me, pretty successful.
Yeah. My sister-in-law helped me a lot. Laura Michelle, she helped me so much because they wanted a flower element to the cake. And so she came over and put her artistic touch on the cake. And it really is. It's beautiful, I think.
Did you see the text that came into His Radio?
Yeah, so we were talking about because it has a cinnamon honey icing, but it also has a layer of fondant on the top.
Which I have no idea what that means.
Right.
Fondant.
Yeah, you can say fondant or fondant. But Jody, I bought mine out of a box. Jody said it's really easy to make. Just a bag of confectioner's sugar, that's powdered sugar, and 1 bag of marshmallows. Yeah, melt the marshmallows, fold in the sugar. And I've seen this done on baking shows. I was a little intimidated, so I didn't do it.
Really?
Not this time. I will do it next time, but yeah.
So I want you to meet Missy. Missy is in the car. And Missy, you're on His Radio. What were your thoughts about Lizz's Ugly Bakery?
My girls and I always love listening to Lizz's Ugly Bakery every Thursday morning. And so we were on fall break this week. So, of course, we missed it this morning, so I wanted to know if there was a way we could listen to it on a replay.
Oh, absolutely. And it's going to be up in a matter of moments, so we'll make sure that you get that so you can see it. Oh, plus we've got the blog, so you can watch it there and make the wedding cake yourself.
Yes. Do you think you would ever attempt it, you and your girls?
Ooh, they would love it. Me, I don't know. I don't know how that would go. The pictures look so much easier than it is in person.
Yeah, right? It always turns out to be that way. Absolutely amazing.
So what's your favorite part of Lizz's Ugly Bakery?
It's TJ's reactions.
TJ's reactions.
My girls, Anna is 11 and Marley is 7, and they just listen for TJ's reaction every time. And my oldest, Anna, she'll say, "Mama, he's just so country." And then my youngest Marley will say, "Mama, he's just so cute and country."
Cute and country. So listen, I don't want to give it away, but I think you'll be surprised on TJ's reaction this week. I'm not going to give it away, though. I'm not going to give it away.
All right. Well, I'm excited.
Well, even if you don't make a wedding cake, go to the blog, get the recipe. Y'all will love this cake. It is delicious.
So is the blog, I've heard y'all talk about it before, but is the blog on the website?
Sure is.
To it, or?
HisRadio.com. You'll click on air. You'll see Rob and Liz. Voila!
There you go. I even got tips for you and everything.
Oh, yay. Thank you.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
You know there's another shortage.
Toilet paper?
No.
Again?
I think we're good.
What's going on with the toilet paper shortage?
I think the toilet paper shortage is under control now. At least it seems like
I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get down to the roll and you're like, what do I do now?
That was a rough couple of months,
I
let me
know,
tell you.
Right?
No, we are having a shortage on mason jars.
Okay.
You haven't been looking for mason jars around?
No, I haven't. Although my wife started getting into, I guess this sounds weird. I think she's calling it canning, but it's a mason jar. It's
right.
not called jarring?
No, it's not called jarring because that would be jarring. It's canning. So people are, because we've been home more this year, people are finding new hobbies. They're baking more, they're cooking more, and evidently they're canning more. And so you're having a hard time finding mason jars. Sales have jumped by, get this, 600%.
Really?
That's a lot of people putting up a lot of jelly. So anyway, I looked around online to see where I could find them, and I did find some, like on Amazon and some different places.
How much?
$40 for a 12-pack of 16 ounce.
Is that jacked up?
It seems to me, and I'm not I don't can. Would that be a canner? Would I be a canner?
She's canning.
Yeah. So I don't do that. So I don't know, but it feels to me like it's much, much higher. Just got a text from Kirk that says canning is the process of the vacuum seal, and there is a shortage of the rings. They think maybe that's what it is.
Well,
rather
that
than,
makes sense.
I guess so, because maybe you can reuse the jars, but not
my father-in-law's wife uses that type.
of
mason jar, where you just kind of clip it on the top and it's got that seal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that may be it. Tiffany said the reason there's a shortage is because you can use the glass jar again, as well as the ring on top, but the seal cannot be reused when you can.
Really?
And she said try the craft section at Walmart. And she's been able to find them there at a reasonable price. I bought some to put my baking supplies in, like the brown sugar and the flour, at Hobby Lobby. And I got to use a 40% coupon. So, yeah.
Oh, hey.
At least one of them.
Score.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
There really isn't much time left. I mean, seriously, time is ticking, and I don't want you to miss the opportunity to win what His Radio has for the first day of Share-a-thon. And that happens to be this. Choose your chill of a deluxe high-end fridge or a home theater system. Can you tell which one Liz would pick if she could win?
Actually, either one would be pretty amazing.
Yeah, but you'd pick the fridge.
I think I would.
Yeah, you would.
Especially after doing a wedding cake this week. I need the space. I need a fridge that works
She's
with me.
talking about Lizz's Ugly Bakery at 7:10. Yes, a wedding cake. Wait till you hear about that. And it's on the blog, by the way, at hisradio.com. But Choose Your Chill is a way that we get to say a small thank you for a big way that you're investing in the ministry of His Radio, because His Radio is listener supported. Share-a-thon is next week.
Yeah, and you get your choice. Either that high-end deluxe refrigerator, that home theater system with the big screen TV, the big sound. You get to make that choice. But what I would hate to happen is at 7:30 on Monday afternoon, you say, oh, I forgot to do that. Because we're going to actually draw for the winner at 7 o'clock on Monday. Here's the thing. You don't have to wait until Monday. You can go ahead and get in on it.
One of the ways to register is this way. This is just one of the ways to register, and that is to give your gift now to His Radio. You'll automatically be registered to win the opportunity to choose your chill. So here's how you do it. Text the word GIVE to 800-447-7234. That's the word GIVE to 800-447-7234. You give your gift that way. If you're listening through the app, tap give, or just go to hisradio.com. But time is running out to choose your chill.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Kathleen is a superhero to me. 20 years ago, she had the flu, got really sick, and then learned she had a really weak heart. It got down to the point 20 years ago she needed a heart transplant and needed one quickly. That's how bad her heart was, and it was the flu that discovered it, so to say. So sadly, there was a 13-year-old boy. His name was TJ. He passed away, but she has his heart now.
Wow.
20 years later. It's really significant for her because her firstborn son, his nickname is TJ. It's like a God thing right there. So TJ, the 13-year-old boy's heart is still beating strong inside Kathleen. She's 70 years old, and she thought on the anniversary of her heart surgery, she wanted to do something. She trained, got with a trainer, got on a bike, and she cycled 70 miles to the hospital on the anniversary of when her heart transplant took place.
70 years old, 70 miles.
Right.
With a heart transplant or a transplanted heart.
Right. Exactly.
In honor of TJ.
And got there and having great health. And got there, and she's 70 years old, 70 miles. That's why the 70 miles. Yeah. And when she got to the hospital, she got her nice checkup, and they said, you're strong. Oh. Yeah, isn't that great?
And that TJ's memory, I know his family is so honored.
Yeah.
That part of their son is still living, and gosh, organ donation. You know, it's so good. I mean, it's hard to express the words that how important that is.
Yeah, Donate Life is a huge organization that helps out so many people. She likes to bring awareness to that as well, which is another reason why cycle 70 miles at 70 on the anniversary of when that heart surgery took place.
Wow.
What a strong woman, huh?
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Turkey Twizzlers. Huh? Sound familiar?
No.
Potato Smileys.
Oh, yeah.
Bring back memories.
Yeah.
Does
Not
it?
that Turkey Twizzler. I don't know what that...
What is it? What era was that? What decade?
The Smileys were, I know when my daughter was little, so the 90s.
Yeah, the 90s. This is throwback stuff, especially the Turkey Twizzlers.
I do not know what that is.
You know what they are.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, because they're all a part of a Munchies Box.
I think I do remember that.
The Munchies Box.
Okay.
And the Munchies Box is making a comeback at a certain restaurant in Australia.
Okay.
And priced at a nice price for just under $20. Yes, $19.99. You can get your turkey Twizzlers and the potato smileys and everything else that went along with it. So here's what was in the box. It was a mini cheese and tomato pizza.
Okay.
Your 4 turkey Twizzlers, 8 chicken dippers. Oh, I'm sorry, dippers.
Wait. I'm not paying for that.
Get your chicken diaper right here. Tasty treats for you. 4 mini potato waffles, 4 turkey dinosaurs, and the 6 potato smileys. Oh, and you get a pot of spaghetti on the side with hoops and a pot of beans.
So like SpaghettiOs and beans on this, and it's 20 dinosaur nugs.
It's called the Munchies Box. It's a throwback to the 90s, and this was a big thing back in the day.
Well, we were talking about a 90s charcuterie board, which was all the candies and the Doritos and all that stuff from the 90s. So looks like the 90s are the thing right now. The kids are like, yeah.
It is. What happened to the 80s?
I don't know.
The 80s could have been a thing. And if you know what a turkey Twizzler is, clue Liz in, would you?
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Double check it. If you happen to have at any time taken a book out of the library, now's the time to probably return it if you think there's a late fee. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
This happened in England. There was a book that was checked out a couple years ago, but somebody returned it just this past week. It was a book of poetry by Geoffrey Faber.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. You've read it?
No.
Okay, because I had never heard of him, and I'm sorry.
Neither have I.
But anywho, it was checked out. Actually, the due date was December of 1962.
Wait, that's 60 years ago.
Yeah, 58 years ago.
Wow.
58 years ago. Somebody had been, they evidently loved this book, or
I guess.
like has happened in my own life, have packed it away accidentally.
Whoops.
Or the kid lost it under a bed or something like that. But almost 60 years later. And they said, it would have had about $650 in late fees. And so during the pandemic, they're allowing you at this library. I don't know if this is happening at every library. You can take them back without having to pay those fees.
They thought, well, I guess I could bring it back now.
Kind of, yeah.
$625. You'd think it would be more. Nearly
actually,
60 years.
Yes. You would think it would have been a lot more. I remember, when you used to go in and rent like video cassettes and things like that.
From the library?
Yeah, or DVDs. You would, can you still rent DVDs at the library?
You can check them out. You don't even have to rent.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But they end up being a rental when you don't take them back on time and you're going to pay the late fee.
That's true. Yeah.
But I am notorious for that. Yeah.
You still go to the library?
Well, in the past when I have. No, I usually go online and do it. Stream it that way. I'm sorry to say that. But the library has now gone online, so you can check out books that way.
You can.
Yeah, and read them online. So that's the way I would do it. And then you don't have a late fee because it just comes.
Nearly 60 years.
It expires, yeah.
They must really like poetry.
See, I'm wondering if they actually went back and read it and was like, yeah, I'm not taking it back yet because I love it.
Well,
what was that look for?
What fantasy world are you in?
I don't know.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Who's in the picture? Got a photobomb. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
There's a woman that got engaged. She was so excited about it that she wanted to take a picture of her ring, but she wanted to, and on social media, you want to do things differently so people actually pay attention to it, like what's going on there. So she called her dogs over, and she has a golden retriever, and she places her engagement ring on the golden retriever's snout and is like, you can hear her in the video because she's videoing the whole thing. She's saying, stay, sweetie, just stay. And then I think her fiance is kind of off camera and he says something, whatever he says, the dog reacts to and immediately flips the ring into its mouth and eats it.
Whoa. Did the dog swallow it?
I'm pretty sure it's gone. I tried to find out if it's resurfaced, but it hasn't. As far as I know,
At some point it will.
At some point it will.
Just go for a long walk with that dog.
Exactly. But as far as I know, it has not. So she wanted to show off her engagement ring, but
very memorable way.
Yeah, may take a couple hours or days.
Yeah, days.
Whatever.
I mean, keep checking the backyard. I mean,
can you imagine? Did you find the ring? No.
Not yet.
His morning crew.
There is a time in the history of this planet, there was the one chip challenge. Ghost pepper chip. People all over America, the planet, had tried the chip, and you would see how much it would just burn going down. Oof.
I watched a lot of people. I didn't do it.
Ghost pepper chip in the one chip challenge. Well, now there's a donut. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. Dunkin' Donut has a ghost pepper donut.
It looks, like you said, so innocent.
So we did. We went. There's a Dunkin' Donut really close by. Yeah. Somebody went through the drive-thru. We bought a couple. What did we buy? 3 of them or something like that? So we bought 3 of them because we were just very curious. So there's the one chip challenge. We might as well do the ghost pepper Dunkin' Donut challenge.
Who's going first?
Okay, so everybody's up to tap. We have 2 producers, Ian and TJ. Why don't we go Ian first?
Okay.
Come on.
Yes!
Ian first.
Oh,
Ian, okay, come on, Ian. Dude took a bite, too.
Did he? Okay.
all right.
Usually, if it's like the one chip challenge, usually it's innocent at front.
Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit of spice coming on.
Okay.
And I will say,
Flavor itself leading up to it just tastes like a regular old frosting. Not bad.
Okay.
A little bit of heat's coming now.
Okay,
I
here
heard
it
that
comes.
deep breath he took.
That's me trying to process if it's there. Okay, it's creeping.
It's coming in.
Yeah, it's creeping.
Here comes the heat.
Oh.
Is he sweating yet?
No, not yet, but my throat's heating. Oh no.
He and I don't like spicy.
All right,
foods at
Liz.
all. Oh, I'm next?
You're next.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay. I'm
comes
gonna
Liz.
go right for the icing.
I think that's probably where it is. Here we go. It's innocent at first. You're like, I'll take another bite, but hold back.
The frosting tastes good when you
She
first
threw it. Oh, she can't even talk. Are you good? Uh-oh.
Don't go.
Oh.
Don't go for the icing first.
Uh-huh. All right.
I wasn't prepared.
TJ, she literally has tears coming out.
I think he took a big old bite.
He did. TJ?
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Okay, so you don't like Liz's baking, but you like a ghost pepper donut. Gotcha.
Thanks.
It's a little spicy, but it ain't that bad.
Did you take a bite?
Just now. A tiny one, because I'm trying to get away from sugar.
Yeah.
See, the tiny bite I took, it not as bad as I expected it to be.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it really snuck up, but like it didn't
Really?
stay for extended.
You're not getting any spice?
I mean, there's a little heat.
I will say the combination sounds a lot, or tastes like those cinnamon Red Hots, because you've got that sweet and yet that little hit of spice, but it's the cinnamon Red Hots like times 10.
We're trying, by the way. This is like a one-chip challenge, only it's the ghost pepper donut from Dunkin' Donut. We went and got some. And we're trying it as a challenge. TJ's good, right? Good, right, TJ?
Yeah, I ate the rest of mine.
Wow.
I had some, and I feel a little bit of the heat. But it's not bad.
No.
Ian, I think, almost fell on the floor.
That's a bit of a. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't too bad.
Liz literally teared up.
I did, but I will say it subsided very quickly.
That's good.
And I think the icing maybe counterbalanced the heat.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think that because now it's like I still kind of feel it.
I
It's not
really
bad.
thought what Liz's first initial reaction, I'm telling you, I thought she was out for the day.
I kind of thought I was when I took that first bite and that spice hit that tongue. I was like, oh, this is not going to go well today.
But you're good.
I'm good.
Guess we'll find out a few hours later from now.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
When you pick up the phone and you call during Share-a-thon and you say, I would like to be a part of the team and give a gift of support and be a More Than Music mission partner at His Radio, lives are automatically touched like this.
I've been listening to His Radio for the last 2 years now. We had found out about my husband's cancer, and a friend of mine had actually suggested listening to it just to kind of help keep us motivated and help keeping us just really upbeat and everything. And we've been listening to it ever since. I absolutely love it.
See, you touch lives. I'm serious. Wow. You literally will touch a life when you give during Share-a-thon at His Radio. And I'm hopeful that you'll join the team next week.
Yeah, you can get involved. You don't have to wait until Monday. It's just like when you share a post on social media. That's kind of what you're doing when you give your gift. You're sharing the ministry of His Radio. And it's with that one simple gift. You can do it online, hisradio.com. You can text in the word give, 800-447-7234. Or if you're listening on the app, you know you're going to be on the app in just a little bit. Just go ahead and open it up. Tap the word give.
As you're praying about Share-a-thon next week, keep this number in mind, 2,621.
Okay.
2,621. That's how many people we need. That'll be a More Than Music mission partner at $30 a month. Yeah. If you already know, you know what, I think I can do that. Go ahead and do it now. You don't have to wait until Monday. Go ahead and do it right now. HisRadio.com, or you can also tap Give on the My His Radio app.